What's going on, everybody? This is Alan Anthony from Phone Tech at Work, and today we have the review, my honest review of the Moto G4 and the Moto G4 Plus. So, let's start the video. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so as far as the Moto G4 and the Moto G4 Plus, I have been using these devices for about a week and a half each, and I've used it as a daily driver, as my main daily driver on the T-Mobile network. And I just wanted to say a couple of things that I had on my mind about the two phones and where they differ at, and plenty different points, because they're not exactly the same phone even though they look identical. So as far as design, we have two identical looking phones, but the only differences that we have is that one has a fingerprint scanner and one does not. Now, is that a big deal for me, having a fingerprint scanner? No, not really, because if the phone is $150 cheaper and all I'm getting is a fingerprint scanner, that may not be enough for me to shell out that extra $100 to $150. So as far as hardware, we have the Moto G4 that has 2 gigabytes of RAM, and we have the Moto G4 which has 3 gigabytes of RAM. Now, as far as just browsing through the internet, text messaging, YouTube, or anything like that, I really do not see a difference at all. Now, I did not install a lot of apps. As far as you can see through here, I pretty much had identical apps, but I did not see any type of slowdown, that lag, or anything like that. So as far as the camera, now for some reason, I don't know what it is, but in my personal opinion, I believe that the Moto G4 has the better camera in the back. Now, I've done a couple of camera shots on both phones, and for some reason, I believe that the G4's 13 megapixel camera shoots it a little bit better than the 16 megapixel camera that's on the Moto G4 Plus. Now, why does that happen? Is it different sensors? I don't know. But as far as the front-facing camera, I believe that the Moto G4 Plus has a better one. I don't understand how come it's different if it's identical. Which phone should you buy? Now, in my honest opinion, I believe that having more RAM is always a good thing in case you like to install a lot of apps and you like to switch back and forth between gaming, social media, YouTube videos, or anything like that. But if you're low on cash, and if you just need a phone that's $199, $150 if it's on sale, the Moto G4 is a definitely win. This phone might not have a fingerprint scanner, but what it does have is everything else. It's smooth, it has a really decent camera. It's not the best camera in the world, but for $199, you're not going to get No 5, iPhone 7 Plus type shots. But in the right lighting, you couldn't even tell, I'm being honest with you. Now, the thing with the Moto G4 Plus is that it does have a fingerprint scanner. Now, as far as the fingerprint scanner, it does not act as a home button, so you can't just click it and go home. But I've showed this phone to plenty of people, and they like the design, but they seem to always press this button to try to get home, which is a common mistake because a square button on the bottom would always say that it's a home button. Now, it's not a clickable button. It does not go down. It does have a vibration just like on the iPhone 7 and on the HTC 10. So it does have a haptic feedback when you press it, and it is 98% always working. Now, the other 2% might be for if your finger is wet, but it works like a pro. And I actually set it up 2 or 3 times on the same finger, so I won't have any problems at all. Now, as far as the Moto G4, I think the price is perfectly where it should be. It's a 1080p display, which is awesome for only $199. It does have a nice display. The colors are rich, and it's a very, very capable phone to last you for 2 to 3 years from now. As far as the camera, if you like to take pictures, for some reason the camera that's on the G4 is better, but it's just a hair thin better. I think if you drop down the actual megapixels from the 16 megapixels on the G4 Plus down to 13, it might actually show the same actual quality as this one. So if you're low on cash and you're looking for a phone, and we do have the Moto active display, just made the Moto G4 Play, I believe, which is a watered down version of these two phones. So I would definitely recommend these over those. So if you want to buy these, you can head down to the link below. And I want to send a big shout out to Lenovo/Moto for sending these review units out. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and follow Phone Tech at Work for more videos like this of Moto G4 and more tech to come. So, to the next video. Peace.